So for the past 1 year, we have been using this Ather 450X, Ola S1 Pro Gen 1 and Ola S1 Pro Gen 2. So all in all, this Ather and this Ola, we have ridden for almost 10,000 kilometers. So if you want to buy an electric scooter, which electric company should you consider? And if you look at the two-wheeler electric sale data for 2023, 2024, every month, Ola is the most selling two-wheeler EV in India, whereas Ather is the oldest selling two-wheeler EV in India. So feature rich and most selling, or oldest, tried and tested? Well, this is TechWiser. Tech and EV is what excites us, and this is the beginning of much more EV content. And this is a long-term user review. To make things simpler for you guys, there are 5 important things you should consider while buying a two-wheeler EV. Starting with everyone's favorite question, kitna deti hai? Or in terms of electric vehicle, what's the range or battery life in these EV? In Ola, the company claims that you get 143 kilometers of range in normal mode, but this is an IDC number and it is tested in labs. It is like those mileage of cars and bike, like the company claims one number, but you never get that in real life. Also, the range shown on the Ola's dashboard is horribly wrong. You can easily subtract 10 to 20 kilometers from this. So in normal city driving, you are getting 105 to 110 kilometers of range. On the other hand, on the Ather, the range that is shown on the dashboard is exactly what you get. You can trust this dashboard range. Like, I'll tell you a personal experience. The other day, I was riding the scooter and it had only 1 to 2% battery left. And I thought, finally, this is the day where I'll have to walk my scooter. Like, hey, bought an EV. But I rode the scooty up until 1 kilometer or 1% of battery life. So the range is as accurate as it shows. Ather calls this true range, and you get about 110 kilometers in Smart Eco mode and about 85 to 90 kilometers in ride mode. And usually I was getting 85 to 90 kilometers as claimed. Now, when we talk about battery life, an important thing to consider is battery warranty and battery health. Both brands give battery warranty. Ola gives you 8 years of warranty or 80,000 kilometers. Ather gives you 5 years of warranty or 50,000 kilometers. And a point to note is Ola started giving 8 years of warranty after February 2024. So anyone who buys a scooter after February 2024 will get 8 years of warranty on battery. Also, 3 small tips so that you can get maximum battery life and avoid battery damage. Like, avoid using your EV when the battery is low. If you're not using your scooter for a week or so, make sure you fully charge it before the ride. If you're going away for a month or so, put your scooter in vacation mode or just shut it down completely. This way, the battery of your scooter won't go in dead state and will just start automatically as soon as you come back. And most importantly, fast charging is known to heat up the battery, and heat for any kind of battery is not good. So only use fast charging at the service center when it is an emergency. So for me, personally, point to Ather, because in an EV, range anxiety is very common and you want to know how much exactly your EV will run, which Ather shows, and that is very good. The only thing is, if your daily commute or travel is more than 100 plus kilometers, I think Ola is the only option. As far as I know, out of all the two-wheeler EVs that are on road, Ola has the maximum range. And the second question is performance. How do these run in real life? And well, this is a very subjective question. See, Ather has a more sporty vibe to it, much more aggressive. Ola is more calm, laid-back seating. If you are doing daily commute or shorter rides, Ather has a very good response. Like, you hit the accelerator, the scooty just flies. If you're someone who likes that sporty vibe, Ather is fun to ride. However, do remember the top speed of Ather is capped to 90 kilometers. And personally, in daily city roads, like from Delhi to Noida or just within Noida, I never felt like, shit, I wish this scooty would have gone 100. 90 was fine. And on the other hand, Ola can go up to 120 kilometers top speed. And Ola has a very relaxed, more Vespa-like feel. Ola feels comfortable due to the wider seats in longer rides. So it's more of if you like sporty or more comfort. But one thing that I feel I should point out is here. Have a listen to this. It has this zing sound. Some people like it, some people hate it. Personally, I bought it, I like it. Ola, on the other hand, is very silent when you ride it. Both Ola and Ather get 4 different speed modes. Depending on these modes, the range and top speed varies. I usually prefer normal mode on the Ola and ride mode on the Ather, which can go up to 80 km and 60 km per hour respectively. And one thing to point out with the Ola is it has very sensitive brakes. So during the rainy season, please apply brakes slowly and accelerate very slowly. Otherwise, the tire might skid. Like, we had a very bad fall and you can see the condition of the scooter. So be careful, and for performance, 1 point to both of them. Okay, so let's talk about charging network. Because if you buy a normal scooter, you have petrol pumps everywhere. But if you buy an EV, charging network is very important. And especially when every two-wheeler scooter has their own proprietary charger, you want to know how is Ather and Ola's charging network. And again, personal experience, we had one charging station in Noida for Ola, and a few months ago Ola announced that they will increase the charging network. In fact, even in the Ola app, it shows you there is one charging station in Noida, but when you go to charge over there, the charging point is closed. So let alone increasing the charging network, they have also shut down everything in Noida, so you have to go to Delhi to charge the Ola scooter publicly. On the other hand, Ather is very good in this scenario. Like previously we had only 5 charging stations around my location, but now if you see, they have 13 charging stations around me. And Ather has tied up with Hero and petrol pumps networks, so the charging network is getting better. But again, in Delhi, you have to pay 1 rupees per minute to charge your scooter, and that would be somewhere around 60 rupees for 80 kilometers of charging. Now, I've only tried public charging about 6 to 7 times, but whenever it was, Ather in terms of charging network is way ahead of Ola. Now, a major portion of an EV is software and features. It is like 50% of what makes an EV, and both the scooters get a lot of features like in-app support, GPS, ride journal, and much more. Now, Ola does offer some additional features like proximity unlock, inbuilt speakers, unlocking the scooter from the Ola app, etc. But if you ask me in reality, who's better? Straight up, the point goes to Ather. Ola does offer more features, but it has a lot of bugs. Like personal example, the other day I was with my friends and we were going out on shopping. They had a petrol scooter, I was on Ola. So while returning to home, I was riding the Ola on the highway and the screen got blank. I could not even touch it, unlock it, and the scooter was running at 60 km per hour. And this touch problem happens frequently. Like the other day, I was trying to unlock the scooter, but again, the display would not turn on. And since Ola doesn't have a key, I had to pull up the app and then unlock the scooter. Also, the day we were going to shoot, I unlocked the Ola scooter, but the handle wouldn't unlock and I couldn't even turn the scooter on. The whole experience of Ola is just embarrassing at times. See, I spent 1.62 lakhs on this scooter, and these software bugs are funny and at the same time dangerous. Imagine your scooter turning off when everyone is riding at 60 km per hour. Whereas on the other hand, in Ather, I found few bugs here and there, like sometimes the auto indicator wouldn't turn off, but nothing is crazy bad. Like you put the key, the scooter works, which is the basic need. So day-to-day usage and bugs, I believe Ather is very good. Now, finally, the most important thing, let's talk about service center experience. Because unlike your traditional scooter manufacturers like Hero, Honda, TVS, this is Ather and Ola, which is a startup and new to the scooter manufacturing. And both these companies operate company-owned service center, and the service center experience is just okay-ish. And as you all know, we had a little incident with our Ola again, in which this part was totally broken, and to get it fixed, we have to wait for 1 month. And the whole experience was just hectic. I have to raise multiple complaints. So for me, it's just not worth it. And for Ather, I have visited the service center about 2 to 3 times. In general, I haven't had any day-to-day problem with them. I just visited a few times to get seat cover installed or charge the scooter. And what I've noticed is the staff is good, but the spare parts that are shown in the Ather app are mostly not available at the service center. And this could be the case with me or especially Noida showroom. But overall, I have not had any reasons to go or even service the scooter. See, all in all, out of riding these scooters for almost an year now, I felt Ather is much more closer to a traditional petrol scooter, like let it be the button style of indicators, horn, or even changing speed modes. In fact, opening with a key and everything. Whereas Ola, on the other hand, feels like futuristic. You can open the scooter via an app, you can give other people different pin codes and access to the scooter. In fact, even the buttons on the Ola are like play, pause music, reverse mode, like totally different from a normal petrol scooter. So the bottom line here is, like, listen carefully, if you have a daily commute of 100 plus kilometers or a weekly travel of 200-300 kilometers, you have to get an Ola, because that's the maximum range you can get as of now on an electric scooter. Plus, Ola is priced at 1.5 lakh on road. That is cheaper than Ather. But if you have a weekly commute of 100 kilometers only and you can spend 1.75 lakhs, I found the overall experience of Ather better. If the range was just 10-20 kilometers more, I would have straight up recommended it to everyone. And in case you're riding an EV, let us know your experience about it. I would like to read it. On that note, this is Billy signing off. This video took a lot of efforts. If you have reached till here, like for the efforts, and pew pew pew.